This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by Netflix. Go to netflix.com/TYT for your free trial membership. Charlie Sheen has been on this tour called My Violent Torpedo of Truth Tour. And, basically he's going from city to city with no real game plan. And he's just trying to make money off of it. Well, it turns out that he started his first tour date in Detroit, Michigan. And people booed him off the stage. He was a complete and utter disaster. I almost feel bad for him because he does not know how to deal with criticism. He goes up on stage and first of all, he shows like a movie clip of something that he directed and produced. People were not amused by that. Then he had some rapper come in and do a little rapping. People were not amused by that either. He had his goddesses come up on stage and make out. Some people were amused by that. And then he went off on random rants, and people were like, yeah, it's getting old. Don't you have some new material for us? And it turns out that he didn't. In fact, one guy stood up and started booing him, and Charlie Sheen's response to him was, hey, dude, I've already got your money. Yeah, not a good way to handle that, okay? Not a good way to handle that. And in fact, there was another woman there who spent $150 for 2 seats during this performance, and she ran out screaming, I want my money back. I want a refund. Okay, so his tour so far has been a complete disaster.
All right, I don't understand people. Look, how did you not know that was what was going to happen? His tickets in New York are selling for $150 a seat, and they already sold out immediately, and my friends are trying to figure out how to get seats for it. But no, we're not under the illusion that we're going to go and Charlie Sheen's going to be funny or he's going to say something like that he's got a show plan. The dude's mental. No, you're just going to watch a train wreck. I would have loved it if I was in Detroit and everybody's booing. By the way, it started out good when he showed some clips from his movies like Platoon and stuff. And then the girls came out and kissed and people are cheering. So they were on his side in the beginning. It's just when he sucked and didn't have anything to say that they started booing. But I'm surprised that they're surprised by that. Of course, the guy doesn't make any sense. I would expect that he'd come out and say a bunch of really weird stuff and that he'd just be tripping on Charlie Sheen. That's what you pay the money for. What'd you think, he was going to be funny? And by the way, how much of a redemption is this for Chuck Lorre? Although he didn't really need it. I mean, Chuck Lorre, the guy who, of course, writes and executive produces 2.5 Men. People were arguing that Charlie Sheen's really talented. He's the one that's funny. No. The guy writing the material is funny. Charlie Sheen was a good actor within that show, but he's not the one creating the material. And this is excellent evidence of that.
Do you guys not remember the horrible online show that he put together? I mean, where he was playing with a flame in front of the camera, where he was talking to his buddy on the phone. He had no game plan. It was terrible. It wasn't entertaining. The only reason why people watched it was to make fun of him. Really, that didn't give you enough of an idea that his actual tour was going to suck. I wouldn't spend a single penny on it. I mean, just based on what I saw from his online show. So, look, I think he's thinking about continuing this tour. Please don't waste your money, especially in this economy. Save it. Go buy yourself a nice dress. Go buy yourself a suit. Go buy something that's 1,000,000 times better. Nice ice cream cone. A massage. I don't know. Something that you get some actual pleasure out of.
Or something what Charlie Sheen would do instead with the money? He'd go buy a hooker.
Yeah, go buy a hooker. I mean, you'd be even more entertained with a hooker. So go do that instead.
Get a load of Netflix. They deliver the movie to your house, no late charges, free shipping.
You can watch thousands of movies or TV shows straight on your PC or on your television through a gaming console.
Netflix.com/TYT. Free trial membership. You get Netflix all over you.